I think we saved the best commencement ceremony for last, right? Good evening. My name is William Watkins, Vice President for Student Affairs and Dean of Students, and it's my honor to declare the opening of the California State University Northridge commencement ceremony for the College of Health and Human Development. I ask that you all now please rise and remain standing while the CSUN Jazz A Band, under the direction of Professor Matt Harris, plays the national anthem accompanied by Andrew Crabtree.
Oh, say so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleam, whose broad strides and bright stars through the perilous night o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly. And the rocket's red blaze, the bombs bursting in it, give proof through the night that our flag was still there. Sing our flag crossing the banner yet waves o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Thank you, and be seated. And thank you, Andrew, for that wonderful rendition. And how about a cheer for our signers here who signed the national anthem. Celebrating this occasion today and seated on the platform are members of the President's Extended Cabinet. Also, for the college, Dean Farrell Webb and Associate Dean Marilyn Philback. Department chairs, Konstantinos Rangantinos from Kinesiology, I figured you'd have something to say. Rosine Dittervillian from Nursing, Jonna Beeling from Physical Therapy, and Michelle Best from Recreation and Tourism Management. In addition, Faculty President Adam Swinson, CSU Student Trustee George Reyes Salinas, Associated Students President Jonathan Goldenberg, and CSUN alumnus Steve Goldman are joining us as special guests on the platform. Also joining us in the audience is special guest Dr. Sylvia Alva, Provost and Vice President at Cal Poly Pomona and former Dean of the College of Health and Human Development. Will all the members of the platform party and special guests please rise, including our President of our Alumni Association, Cindy Chernow. Would you all now please rise and be recognized? Thank you. And now I present to you our President, Dr. Diane F. Harrison.
Thank you. Thank you, Vice President Watkins, and my thanks too to Professor Matt Harris, the Jazz A Band, and Andrew Crabtree for that beautiful performance. Good evening, everyone. As president of this university, it is my distinct honor to welcome you to the 2018 California State University Northridge commencement ceremony for the 2017 and 2018 graduates of the College of Health and Human Development. On behalf of CSUN's distinguished faculty and staff, I congratulate the graduates being honored here tonight. I want to talk to you very briefly about making a positive impact in the world, despite the inevitable ups and downs. Winston Churchill said, "Success is not final. Failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts." You may have experienced challenges during your time here at CSUN, whether it was in a course or outside of class. Through it all, however, you persevered, working during the hard times to achieve success. And look where you are today. Now I ask you to reflect on that as you move into the next phase of your life. Your CSUN education has done more than taught you work skills and the expertise of a particular major. It has taught you how to think critically, to evaluate processes, make improvements. Whatever your degree, your major, your background, you have the ability to innovate and create change. I know that like so many CSUN alumni before you, you will be innovators, taking the initiative to change things for the better in your profession, in your communities, and in the world. Dream big and act bold. Allow me to thank the faculty and staff who share in the pride of your achievements. They played a significant role in supporting your success and their efforts to advance student excellence, advancing our understanding of the world through their cutting-edge research and the university's mission. Make them the heart of the university. But our outstanding faculty and staff cannot do their jobs without sufficient funding. Governor Brown's revised 2018-19 state budget proposal released last week still leaves the CSU $171 million below the amount we seek to sustain our operating funds. Academic excellence, student support, critical business and community partnerships are all in jeopardy. I take this opportunity to ask each of you to please join me in appealing to our state lawmakers to make CSU full funding a priority for 2018 and 19. Graduates, much of your experiences here have been shaped by the generosity of alumni who preceded you. They have supported scholarships, enhanced programs, improved the campus facilities for your benefit. This year, it was tremendous to see more than 6,390 of our graduating seniors contribute to the senior class gift, and we thank you very much for doing so. Thank you. And finally, I want to acknowledge the valuable support of your families and friends. They've provided love, sacrifice, and encouragement to assure your success. To the parents, families, and friends here today, the university community and I thank you for entrusting the minds and the futures of your CSUN graduate with us. We salute you, and we ask that you now stand for a well-deserved round of applause. Families, stand up. Families, friends, stand up. We're saluting you. There you go. Consider that our 7th inning stretch. And now, please join me in congratulating our 2017-18 graduates. I would now like to invite Edwin Ocampo, graduate from the college, to address the graduating class and guests. Very adaptable. Good luck.
Thank you so much. Thank you, President Harrison, for the lovely introduction. As well as I'd like to thank the entire HHC faculty for giving me the opportunity to speak up here one last time in front of my peers. So thank y'all. I also would like to take the time to apologize to my parents and my family for not letting them know that I was going to be speaking up here today. Hi, hola. All right, and to the entire class of 2018, what's poppin'? Yo, check y'all out, looking cooler than a polar bear's toenails, I tell y'all. Take a nice deep breath. Look around you, I love you too. Look around you. No, really, look around you and really just take it all in. This is our day. This is what we worked so hard for. Graduation marks the end of the journey for most of us, but let us not forget that it is also a day of celebration for those who have vigorously supported us to ensure that we are standing here today. This one is for the friends who studied alongside us till 4:30 in the morning when the sun was coming up and the birds were chirping. The same friends who spotted you for food because they knew that you weren't getting your paycheck until next week. They say that a person's character is the product of the best values of our closest friends. And for that, we celebrate you today. This one's for the little brothers, sisters, nieces, nephews, little cousins who we had to watch grow up on Snapchat because we were here pursuing our degree. We will make up that lost time to them, and we will continue to be an inspiration for them to pursue their dreams in the future. We celebrate you today. Finally, this one's for our parents, whose dream, take it all in. This one's for our parents, whose dream of us wearing our caps and gowns today got them through working long, hard shifts at work, and for some, gave them the strength to cross borders. You know, we grew up so much in college only to realize that we're very similar to our parents, but with a new type of skills. Skills like being bilingual from years of being our immigrant parents' translators. Skills like treating gardeners and housekeepers with the same respect as you would the CEO of Apple or Microsoft. And skills like speaking up for what you believe in, even if your voice shakes and you're scared. And for that, we celebrate you today, Mom and Dad. Te celebramos hoy, my pa. Years ago, we first set foot on this campus not knowing that we were going to call it our home. Months ago, we posted our last first day of college pictures on Instagram. Weeks ago, we clicked submit on Canvas for the very last time, some of us in Club Oviatt right behind me. But today we are graduates, hungrier and wiser than the day we first stepped foot on this campus. But I assure you today, that today, tomorrow, and forever on, we are once a Matador, once a Matador, one last time, let me hear it. Once a Matador, thank you and God bless. Shout out Miss TSM.
Edwin, that was great. Thank you. And congratulations to you. The College of Health and Human Development would like to give special recognition to those students who have demonstrated outstanding scholarship and other special achievements while at the university. These students may be identified by the honors medallions, the cords, and the sashes they are wearing. Will those students who are graduating with academic or other special honors please rise and receive our applause? Thank you, and be seated. I would like to remind all of us that every single one of our graduates here today, whether they are honor students, Matador Rising Scholars, those who are graduating regardless of how long it took, regardless of your GPA, you made it enough to get here. So in my view, you're all winners and you have achieved a life-altering milestone. Your families are proud, we're proud of you, and you should be very proud of yourselves as well. At this time, I'm inviting Dr. Farrell Webb, Dean of the College of Health and Human Development, to the podium to highlight 3 students who are deserving of additional recognition and who serve as examples of the excellence and the extraordinary achievement that can be found among CSUN's very accomplished student body.
Thank you, Dr. Harrison. I'd also like to introduce one platform party member who was missed, Dr. Lou Rubino, Chair of Health Sciences. It's my great pleasure to present to you today 4 extraordinary students who deserve additional recognition. Students, please rise when I call your name and remain standing while I speak briefly about your accomplishments. Adela Katz. Where is she? Oh, there you are. Okay, good. The Wolfson Scholar is offered every year to a CSUN student who shows exceptional academic record and significant contributions to CSUN or to the community through co- and extracurricular activities. Adela Katz is the Wolfson Scholar nominee from the College of Health and Human Development. Adela graduates tonight with her Bachelor's of Science in Health Administration. As with most Wolfson Scholars, she has been engaged in so many things that I'll only highlight one example of her exceptional volunteer service. Adela arranged a bone marrow drive on campus, partnering with the Be the Match from the City of Hope Hospital. Nearly 100 donors signed up. Because of her efforts, Adela was offered an internship at the City of Hope to assist healthcare educators and conduct community outreach across Southern California. Since her arrival here at CSUN in 2014, Adela has made the Dean's List every semester. She is a recipient of the Judge Julian Beck Outstanding Health Science Senior Scholarship and the CSUN Honor Roll. And tonight, she graduates summa cum laude with a perfect 4.0 GPA. Congratulations, Adela. Tracy Henderson. Where are you, Tracy? Wave to me. There you go. Okay, good. Tracy Henderson is graduating magna cum laude with a Bachelor's of Science in Radiologic Sciences this evening. Since coming to CSUN, she has maintained a 3.9 GPA. She has volunteered throughout the Antelope Valley medical facilities, assisting nurses, respiratory therapists, and radiologic technicians. Her activities include participating in an ultrasound workshop at UCLA and presenting her work at professional conferences. Her academic poster entitled Contrast Enhanced Digital Breast Tomosynthesis won first place at the National Conference for Educators last year. This was the first time a CSUN Radiologic Science student won this award. A few days after coming home, her health began to decline. She was hospitalized and diagnosed with Guillain-Barré syndrome, an autoimmune disorder. As a result of her condition, she became unable to move, eat, or for a time even breathe on her own. But thanks to the teams of speech, occupational, physical, and recreational therapists, the same groups of professionals she once volunteered to help, Tracy is back. She is focused on family, helping her grandmother in a senior living facility. She graduates tonight with a hard-won education, a degree to be proud of, and a desire to make life better for others. Congratulations, Tracy. Erica Burke. Okay, there she is. Erica graduates summa cum laude with a Bachelor of Science in Kinesiology, emphasis in dance. She maintains a 4.0 grade point average and has been recognized by a variety of honor societies. Before coming to CSUN, and after facing a cascade of traumatic life events, Erica strengthened her resolve to help others. She pursued her degree in nursing when her son was very young. But when her husband passed away, and needing family more than ever, Erica and her son moved across country to California for a brand new life. With her parents helping to restore balance into her life, she has been able to support herself and her son. After obtaining an associate's degree in general education for the biological and physical sciences, she volunteered in dance therapy for children with Down syndromes, later becoming a certified therapist educator. She came to CSUN to research the psychophysiological effects of stress, as well as the biomechanical and physiological responses to fatigue on performing artists, athletes, and people with functional disabilities and functional disorders, something she has done successfully. Erica plans to begin CSUN's master's degree program in kinesiology to further her research along with her mentoring faculty. Congratulations, Erica. Christopher Rogers. Oh, there he is, okay. Graduating with a master's in public health degree this evening, Christopher Rogers is one of two recipients of the CSUN 2018 Distinguished Thesis Project Competition Awards. His project is titled, Does Health Behavior Theory Predict Compliance with Emergency Notification Messages Among College Students? I am happy to report that it does. And it also increases the effective reach of CSUN's emergency notifications. It tailors messaging so that confusion decreases, clarity increases, and lives are saved. The results of his research are poised to serve as a model for other campuses to follow. Congratulations, Christopher, and thank you.
Dean Webb is now going to present the candidates for the doctoral degree.
Oh. Okay. Will the candidates for the doctorate please rise? Okay. It's just a beach ball. Okay. President Harrison, from the College of Health and Human Development, I present the candidates for the Doctor of Physical Therapy. These candidates have completed the requirements for the doctoral degree as prescribed by the state of California and the trustees of the California State University, and they have been recommended by the faculty of California State University, Northridge.
Upon the recommendation of the faculty of California State University, Northridge, and by the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees, I confer upon you the degree of Doctor of Physical Therapy with all of the rights, honors, and responsibilities pertaining thereto. Congratulations, doctors. And please be seated. It's now my pleasure to introduce Dr. E. Lee, Provost, who will present the candidates for the master's degree.
Thank you, President Harrison. There are 4 disciplines represented by the graduates in this ceremony today. They are from the departments of Assistive Technology, Health Sciences, Kinesiology, and Recreation and Tourist Management. Will all the candidates for the master's degree from the College of Health and Human Development please rise and remain standing? President Harrison, I have the honor of presenting to you the graduate class of 2018. These candidates have completed the requirement for the master's degree as prescribed by the state of California and the trustees of California State University. They have been recommended by the faculty of California State University, Northridge. Candidates, please remain standing as President Harrison confers the master's degree upon you.
Upon the recommendation of the faculty of California State University, Northridge, and by the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees, I confer upon you the degree of Master of Public Health, Master of Science in Assistive Technology Studies and Human Services, Master of Science in Health Administration, Master of Science in Kinesiology, Master of Science in Tourism, Hospitality, and Recreation Management, with all of the rights, honors, and responsibilities pertaining thereto. Congratulations. And please be seated. Now I will ask Dean Webb to return to present the candidates for the baccalaureate degrees.
There are 4 disciplines represented by the graduates in this ceremony today. They are from the departments of Health Sciences, Kinesiology, Nursing, and Recreation and Tourism Management. That's silly ball, okay. Will all the candidates Okay, students, let's try this one more time. Will all the candidates for the baccalaureate degree from the College of Health and Human Development please rise and remain standing? Okay. President Harrison, I have the honor of presenting to you the undergraduate class of 2018. These candidates have completed the requirements for the baccalaureate degree as prescribed by the state of California and the trustees of the California State University, and they have been recommended for the degrees by the faculty of California State University in Northridge.
Upon the recommendation of the faculty of California State University, Northridge, and by the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees, I confer upon you the degree of Bachelor of Science in Athletic Training, Bachelor of Science in Health Administration, Bachelor of Science in Kinesiology, Bachelor of Science in Nursing, Bachelor of Science in Public Health, Bachelor of Science in Radiological Sciences, and the Bachelor of Science in Tourism, Hospitality, and Recreation Management, with all of the rights, honors, and opportunities pertaining thereto. Congratulations, and please be seated.
Members of the platform party and department chairs will now offer congratulations to degree recipients. I ask that the degree recipients please move to the platform as directed by the marshals. Please come forward as your name is read. You will be congratulated by a member of the platform party and receive your diploma cover and certificate. Afterwards, please return to your seats as directed by the marshals, commencement staff, and ushers. I also ask that guests help so that we may proceed in an orderly manner. We remind you that the aisles must be kept open and you're asked to stay in your seats until the end of the ceremony. Out of respect for our graduates and the safety of our guests, noisemakers are not permitted. Finally, and out of respect for our fellow graduates, all graduates will remain throughout the entire ceremony until all degree recipients have been recognized.
Okay, we're ready.
Okay.
Hey, where are you?
And now reading the names for the Department of Assistive Technology Studies and Human Services. Ashley Murtha, Laura Nemus, Justin Vivar, Kristen Godfrey, Rolane James. And now reading the names for the Department of Physical Therapy. Veronica Gannon.
You want me to call out doctor? No, just call their name.
Eric Hassan, Jillian Gianni, Devin Goff, Dalar Yosefi, Julie Louise Watkins, Janine Ann McDowell, Kenneth Gardner, Jim Sue, Scott Myers, Justin Fung, Jesse Klemick, Stacy Choi, Rod Young, Alexis Crystal Heredia, Brianna Martin, Ileana Scott Gregerson, Sung Un Woo, Demi Victoria DeGuia, Elnaz Khalili, Catherine Lazares Saliva. And now reading the names for the Department of Kinesiology. Lino Perez Cuevas, Estuardo Alvarado, Brenda Mineras, Jolie Pentetta, Shane Danbelly, Elizabeth Terosian, Robert Graves, Ashley Page, Jane Lecheminant, Takudu Fuji, Cynthia Rhodey, Michael Owens, Stephanie Booker, Kyle Christopher Gary, Carissa Lou Alvarez, Ina Sveen, Christian Garcia, Arthur Oganessian, John Sarajian, Wesley Daniel Pate III, Yehuda Kashanian, Adriana Alarcon, Bruce Cameron Neal IV, Justin Arivalo, Dalal Al-Mutib, Brianna Yvonne Rocha, Bianca Yvette Palomares, Jezere Joyce Garcia, Ave Gertie Preme, Jose Landon, Katie Gumberg, John Miller, Armando Valencia, Tenny Conlean, Trisha Palugad, Crystal Gomez, Edwin Ramos, Megan Cooper, Davi Darden, Crystal Castro, Jonathan Debelen Rice, Carson Fenwick, Hyun Jung Chang, Ari Badam, Stephanie Casanova, Nasim Kamar, Kelly Kalapur, Arpi Bagumyam, Eric Wicker, Ryan Katayoma, Chong Hong, Christopher Diak, Precious Faith Salazar, Steve Guzman, Harrison Tang, Jason Chu, Daniel Yep, Sefer Kalini, Ryan Tanghall, Nathan May, Jeffrey Tolentino, Christopher Suarez, Kimberly Nakfung Ho, Brian Vincent Rongsaro, Cynthia Herrera, Alejandra Ida Jimenez, Dikron Garabet, Marco Antonio Tapia Ramirez, Jennifer Lentz, Christina Garcia, Kimberly Bermudez, Leslie Guillermo, Danielle Jenkins, Adam Guerrero, Stephanie Kucher, Danielle Orok, Carl Matarang, Victor Cabanse, Jameson Batty, Daniel Padilla Vega, Irene Zita Mendoza, Mark Andrew Moreno, Joshua Azale, Hakub Kakhtarian, Azir Rio Tudor, Santiago Torres, Giovanni Sanchez Trujillo, Myra Mandahano, Andrew Valcaflor, Valen Sigasali, Mark Arceo, Andres Corradine, Adembambo Morancola, Samantha Submergian, Christina Gasser, Talene Mirzakanian, Erica Ina Walden, Regine Zara, Carisha May Rosu, Austin Roman, Romina Zarek, Khalil Campbell, Walter Lindo, Seamus Sullivan, Miguel Angel Sanchez, Martin Guzman Garcia, Ryan Gavare, Nicholas Iskaskis, Lalage Karaminian, Abraham Tutujian, Danielle Drake, Denisa Cañas, Maytal Aukler, Sarah Faye Madala Rascasio, Renisha Thompson, Robin Christina Williams, Christian Villanueva, Daniel Anguiano, Guillermo Jimenez, Priscilla Ariano, Dulciana Garcia Gagner,
Vanessa Rivera, Luis Aguirre Larios, Anthony Rodriguez, Stephanie Ortiz, Jasmine Dixon, Terrence Garcia, Pedro Cardenas, Cesar Chavez, Adrian Estrada, Gregory and Donathan, Joey Santos Siojo, Fabiola Diaz Rodriguez, Kimberly Dargel, James Knowles, Adriana Samantha Nolasco, Melissa Avila, Stephen Brees, Mateo Parrott, Christopher Horn, Alex Roberson, Jasmine Teodoro, Grant Waynes, Jeffrey So, Francisco Serrano, Jose Rivera, Rudy Olivares, Crystal Dunbar, Lance Norling, Jarek Caius, Angela Jani, Demetria Cooperschmidt, Christina Tenne, Kelsey Alta McCree, Samantha Beatty, Erica Burke, Daniela Aberbu, Madeline Sargazian. Hagop Tanashian. Andrew Hofstadter. Danny Kim. Eva Melissa Luque. Damian Anthony Arline. Natalie Ann Pryke. Denise Belmontes. Alexis Beltran. Nava Binstock. Robert Adjemian. Francisco Gomez. Anthony Meza. Andrew Kozel. Gonzalo Lopez. Carlos Alberto Cruz Quiros. Jennifer Franco. Lonnie Dillon. Tyler Milliken. Carla Rivera. Christy Williams. Rebecca Lynn Jones. Benjamin Westman. Natalie Maria Garrison. Marissa Piquel. Julian Aches. Daniel Mejia. Ruben Avalos. Farhad Moedi. Oswaldo Pacheco. Jathiel Olivares. Henok Amanios. Jonathan Parrington. Darian White. James Mayhew. Gaku Kanova. Chris Matsich. Nicole Storr. Angelica Lelos Storr. Isaiah La Chica. Abril Vigueras. Amber Saavedra. Kevin Caris Untalan. Christian Baez. Gunwoo Park. Jong Uk Park.
Young Hoon Lee. Mario Morales Jr. Monique Vasquez. Camila Fernando. Eric Armorcani. Oliver Fay. Alonzo Contreras. Kimberly Endo. Kevork Kajorkian. Stephen McCurchin. William Chen. Polly Kajilan. Samuel Arakelian. Philip Cave. Nezrik Kochekian. Hagop Chris Bagdasarian. Katie Huber. Madison Fleming. Carla Martin. Tori Hagensicker. James Elliott. Michael Ferreras. Hakup Petrosian. Alexander de Guzman. Lizette Wood. Michael Abishmanian. Ryan Lovey. Kaylin Reyna. Rachel Fuller. David Clark Jr. Katie Lipinski. Gabriel Rodriguez Alonso. Grant Munchow. Tanner James Warren. Eduardo Sanchez. Martha Saldivar. Uvire Villegas. Sylvia Chavez. Ingrid Cassidy. Leslie Ann Reyes. Mavic Arandia. Jesus Sanchez. Shaquille Summer. Jordan Rhodes. Patrick James Cruz. Alma Rodriguez Ornelas, Gigi Kuo, Jesse Heyer, Edwin Magana, Arian May Velasco, Johnny Pay, Deladier Medina, John Dela Cruz, Michael Zalen, Andrea Ingram, Hamasa Mayel Hasabi, Nicole Ohanaga, Jesus Esperiqueta, Kevin Hinojosa, Brian Rubio, Jonathan Herrera, Kevin Vicente Zamorano, James Furdy, Felipe Restrepo, Rafael Dominguez, Alfredo Robles, Gianfranco Ortega, Christopher Almario, Francis Ryan Ignacio, Jessica Nicole Benonin, Chantel Robinson, Eric Pipitan, Elise Alejandra Velasquez, Gemma Bolion, Lindsay Tan, Candice May Nito, Therese Palad, Joshua Santa Maria, Andrew Ruiz, Mark Costantino, Deshaun Patrick Gatewood, Nina Almirian, Jacob Elliott, David Flores, Janet Cataville, Jonathan Alfred Alvarado, Jose Orozco, Zenedia Taylor, Ramisa Morakabi, Johnsuk Eric Hahn, Edson Baiz, Alexander Michael Kisling, Julian Tavashi, Cynthia Lisbeth Yanez,
Sam Durazian, Andrew Kacharoff, Grigor Pavadian, Sheila Golastanin, Kevin Eels, David Laventer, Stephen Manny, Amin Abdul Hamid, Elaine Ramirez, Alejandro Rodriguez, Alana Puerto, Monica Avila, Sarah Fernanda Tenorio, Lizette Gonzalez, Jonathan Montano, Michael Pagiragan, Giovanna Amador Ayala, Aya Zagari, Jeffrey Trong, Dennis Villa Jr., William Griggs III, Feroz Sio, Heidi Hoslet, Emily Estrada, Leslie Chua Nu, Arjeen Berden, Elizabeth Ojeda, Catherine Sato, Rupert Scott, Dalton Sherwood, Diane Allison Samonte, Viviana Alexandra Vasquez, Tatiana Nicole Vallejo, Natalie Guadalupe Lopez, Alexandra Ramirez, Patricia Allen, Melanie Gonzalez, Isaac Jacob, Lindsay Nooner, Carly Wickman, Caitlin Fairchild, Amy Yule, Dewan Lucas, Scott Fleming, David Garza, Jocelyn Cabrera, Nicholas Roski, Ozzy McCowan, Anthony Tarrant, Caroline Parton Ricks, Alondra Placito, Hector M. Montes de Oca, Jason Garces, Andrew Josh Chu, John Rainier Bueno, Jose Alberto Dueñas, Marissa Chata, Kevin Macaranas, Fawad Ardaje, Arsene Deravasnisian. Roshni Kiantani. Alessandra Rodriguez. Brianna Robinson. Christy Linda Prieto. Kimmy Olmedo. Vanessa Lucero. Roxana Maldonado. Kyle Hunter. Noel Black. Cameron Harris. Joe Choi. Joanna Martinez. Luis Cardenas. James Hurnick. Ryan Litsky. Deanna Saab. Mary Grace Balut. Cheyenne Sedig. Valerie Russo. Diana Moreno. Ivan Emmanuel Ramirez. Ryan Dragon Ogawa. Alexander Gilmore. Jorge Gomez. Karine Deeb. Emily Fassel. Rafael Pineda. Andre Sepulveda. Christian Ryan Bautista. Myla Utuk Bautista Melendez. Cynthia Guadalupe Martinez. Andre Kayayab. Eduardo Rodriguez. Martin Adame. Kyle Blanchard. Nicholas Puyot.
Justin Nora. Ryan Subak Amaro. Sean Valdez. Jesse Contreras. Uriel Nevarez. Lilibeth Zavala. Lourdes Barragan. Paula McMillan Santiago. Stephen Tanigawa. Raul Onofre. Lydia Abbott. Rachel Chu. Jacqueline Trong. Kevin Vong. Diana Andrea Cisneros. Abigail Pajulas. Jeremy Calejas. Corey Aguilar. Javier Rodriguez. Brian Megan. Jamie Tu. Fioawa Oliede. Melanie Tatum. Maria Ambries. Jessica Martinez. Mackenzie Thornsberry. Natalie Cerritos. Charmaine Amato Bislig. Agnes Megardichian. Shant Manassian. Jonathan Isaac Tenorio. Michelle Chalepian. Ashley Bogadich. Hannah Mansour. Alicker Oliver. Jacqueline Annette Ruiz. Alexandra Ariana Medel. Susie Gonzalez. Beatrice Dizon. Stephanie Abby Valencia. Kimberly Rivera. Brittany Lapointe. Taylor Johnson. Delaney Lancaster. Jordan Bricker. Angelica Jasmine Juanta Sadi. Jesus Maya. Eric Boney. James Stanley. Stefan Acuna. Donald Bralsma. Ramit Patel. Taylor Anderson. Emeka Nwoye. Brian Ekmekji. Vina Delizo. Arten Artunian. Amir Moradi. Andiri Lundina Alexandria Manzano. Tiffany Nguyen. Cassandra Toraya. Haley Wheeler. Katie Wong. Stephanie Ray Kapankunyan Tate. Frain Gabrielle Yanko, Bobby Lauren Fabros, Justin Tauzon Pantaleon, Daniel Hernandez, Danielle Valuis, Daniel Amano, Sheila Golostane, Kevin Eels, Lillian A. Magallis, Karen Maiden, Chase Dylan Cantor, Denrizel Idio Santiago, Hazira Rosalie, Benedict Yu, Carol Ann Logue, Christian Jean Aranes Cabrera, Denise Taplagari Montiano, Karen Marquez, Rosalba Mendoza, Xavier Crawford, Wendell Velasquez, Shinli Silva, Alvaro Cuellar, Marilee Sanchez, Connie Ing, Samantha Alonso, Claire Bauer, Nikki Ham, Alexa DeHasler, Emily Michelle Feraldi, Olivia Simpson, Daniel Tran, Michael A. Rencinos, Denise Moran, Oscar Escamilla, Jason Huang, Esther Victoria Gonzalez, Celeste Mejia, Joanna Morales, Eric Rosero, Cindy Gomez, Tiffany Wilson, Jocelyn Michelle Garcia. Now reading the names for the Department of Recreation and Tourism Management. Brandon Berry, Leora Soleimani, Kyle Ellers, Heidi Jimenez, Kanisha Ashley Somerville, Jacqueline Spitzak, Tal Kombinski, Lucine Hartunian, Daniel Tuatel, Kevin Roney Linares, Travis Hawken, Kira Pakowski, Nancy Lemus Mora, Sebastian Adrian Waterhouse, Yazandra Martinez, Maribel Sandoval, Melissa Menkos, Laura Montañez, Albert Solis Chacon, Madison McKiernan, Lauren Ryder, Amy Saravia, Danielle Golding, Jessica Bauer, Karen Tarpinian, Skylar Shapansky, Cassandra Hart, Hayden Juan Thomas, Stefano Macinas, Casper Tagagi, William Kasparian, Garrett Schrock, Spencer Ollermans, Daniel Gonzalez, Ivy Goring, Tony Munoz, Jacqueline Jaramillo, Jennifer Lopez, Molly Monroe, Sydney Harari, Jennifer Z. Quinones, Monica Gabrielle Carrillo, Angeline Valera, Anthony Mattern, Viviana Arredondo, Reggie Theus Jr., Sahuri Zara Chakmaklian, Ethan Eckstein, Malia Miller, Anahita Delegani, Aradali Jimenez Gonzalez, Edith Nuno, Emelyn Hernandez, Leanne Lawrence, Alejandra Barajas, Brianna Camillo, Natalia Aparacio, Kana Shiminzu, Vitaly Mantananvinson, Andrea Flores, Nicholas Dismore, Madonna Yosef, Daniel Cruz Orgas, Alia Kanata, Mary DeVito Scala, Ashley Robinson, Brian Damian Medina, Nicholas Rod, Dylan Round, Alexandra Marks, Courtney Van Zetten, Alexis Wenzel, Jason Aguirre,
Jessica Lopez. Jessica Montano. Okay, now reading names for the Department of Nursing. Tally Gurnick. Pilarita Cortez. Urpina Shimane Anasco Santiago. Jennifer May Anton. Fruma Gluck. Diana McKendall. Patricia R. Garcia. Mercedes Aragando. Vanessa Litvinoff. Lynn Lanbui. Ruby Garcia Antonio. Noel Shakovich. Vicky Celis. Wendy Rosales. Leslie Saravia. Alexandria Ordonez. Mariana Mosler. Mary Chniere Amago. Grace Mondel. Natasha Kamara. Clara McCoy. Kelsey McHugh. Gina Yo. Mary Movzisian. Nicole Sinane. Sarah Vasquez. Miranda Maxwell. Anna Kirsten Noblas Morgan Wilson. Giovanna Toscano. Ivan Mansoud. Melanie Cynthia Balboa Cespedes. Fauj Chowdhury. Jessica Rodriguez. Lopez Alejandra. Yael Esteban Hernandez. Ricky Anthony Bernal. Myra Zamora. April Canales. Wael El Gafarwe. Malaya Malasal. Alvin Lopez. Katie M. Duenas. Nina Navarro. Camly Muschamp. Roxette Villegas. Hilda Zuniga Amador. Karen Tauscher Nasri. Carlos Ultreras. Now reading names for the Department of Health Sciences. Yareli Astrid Herrera Coleto. Lucy Aslayan. Nicole Netacoso. Maggie Ergen. Natalie Azatui Kazanjian. Angela Pham. Lupito Viramontes. Melissa Sanchez. Matthew Shimata. Sarah Valfles. Karina Orozco. Julia Lam. Griselda Arce. Rosario Reyes. Brianna Tyler Niros. Adrian Gonzalez. Yolanda Marquez Galvez. Kayla Taryn. Melanie Torrico. Kayla Haynes. Teresa Perez. Jose Batten. Susana Gonzalez. Serena Hernandez. Janelle Magat. Shaquille Arellano. Dorian Dorado. Marvin Castillo Legaspi. Ryan Anthony Bueta. Eric Perez. Kevin Arana. Harold Kiwatilla. Deshauna Fisher. Roxanne Mustari. McKenna Evans. Lorena Escobar. Erin Lee. Marie Mancia.
Congratulations. Keep walking forward.
Avita Julia Gonzalez. Nicholas Turnberg. Tatum Reckliff.
Oppenberg.
Alyssa Erin Oppenberg. Anahit Vardzarian. Aldrin Michael O'Connor Bustas. Aaron Valigian. Nubar Nikoyan. Christy Ho. Alyssa Soar. Adrene Perkrikian. Julian Morago. Griselda Herrera. Diana Mejia Acevedo. Diana Doraji. Jasmine Uribe Campos. Cindy Noeme Rivas Villatoro. Lisa Marie Alvarez. Esther Chavez Jimenez. Francis Reggie Ong. Kenny Laos. David Castaneda. Stephanie Soriano. Sarah Rodriguez. Marilyn Soto. Sylvia Carolina Jimenez. Gina Morales. Gabriela Ramirez. Megan Nelson. Maria Karasefrin. Jacqueline Yegazarian. Celine Marcosian. Alyssa Pilado. Matthew Didagan. Xiamara Salas. Melissa Martinez. Sylvia Yvette Perez. Josue Vega. Stephanie Bernal. Gabriela Buenrostro. Hannah Lee. Evelyn Caro Garcia. Alexa Alvarez. Vanessa Perez. Paola Vanessa Mena. Melanie Nicole Quiros. Vanessa Sanchez Medina. Reza Yusefian. Arine Merabi Begosian. Adrine Vertanos. Adriana Montoya. Sabrina Izquierdo. Sara Tejada. Juhi Patel. Cynthia and Adina Hernandez. Gabriela Hasso. Jessica San Clemente. Annie Michelle Cheek. Heather Elizabeth Adams. Luis Rojas. Natalie Perez. Andrew Manuel Bejarano. William Felipe Martinez Jr. Allison Ibeth Miranda. Alexandra Sandoval. Cyril Keiko. Anselmo Nino Silva Di Mano. Jennifer Lopez. Genesis Adela Guzman. Giselle Aguirre. Debbie Martinez. Carol Jurdy. Norma Menjivar. Tanya Argueta. Justine Nicole Vasquez. Karen Vasquez. Elizabeth Sabahan Lopez. Jose Valladolid. Eva Sotti. Shane Boomhauer. Viviana Magana. Roxana Duran. Melissa Michelle Estrada. Araceli Marino. Milagro Judith Lopez. Maria Macias. Jocelyn Aguilar. Stephanie Idalia Rivas. Shant Barajiklian, Jacqueline Vannert, Emily Skelton, Irma Gabriela Nader, Jacqueline Quito, Kimberly Escala, Shenere Lourdes Versas Aves, Andrea Lodesma, Lara Elizabeth Yukahana, Katie Nguyen, Lily Joy Lack, Adriana Yanis Reyes, Imani Medina Lewis, Krishi Rabatoy, Nikki Rabatoy, Laura Calleros, Brittany Galvez, Carmen Lanaverde, Azizat Antonio, Valerie Maria Chavez, Jewel Bernard, Angelica Dorantes, Jessica Cochran,
Caridad Delgado, Eridira Martinez, Elaine Wu, Karina Magana, Lalage Elizia, Adriana Lopez, Julie Ann Sumera, Regina Lisa Ubadan Pragan, Maria Ariana Conchada, Crizel Kate Mandasala, Jessica Marr, Fong Huang Kevin Truong, Alondra Veliz, Bianca Pastrano, Clara Palma, Christian Jim Silgado, Mintz Alejandria, Julie Ann Valeria, Lily Wynn, Teresa Lurong, Crystal Chopra, Susie Sagrian, Tiffany Lee, Anna Giozalian, The Race Omelko, Persia Brown, Nare Zanalian, Nanelli Shabazian, Mary Gazarian, Christiana Moore, Lisbeth Vivar, Mariana Quinos, Ryan Nicole Norse, Cynthia Pelston, Amanda Collin, Naira Ramirez, Jasmine Cerezo, Cynthia Sanchez, Ariana Tran, Maggie Chalikian, Ariel Nicole Burton, Siba Wango Mamo, Ilham Adam, Ifra Milan, Imani Bernie, Pedro Veleda, Daniel Maldonado, Jonathan Muffin, Erica Ramirez, Diana Martinez, Judith Chandrasena, Renee Miller,
Congratulations. Good luck to you.
Shamika Burton,
Congratulations.
Monica Alvara,
Congratulations. Straight ahead. Straight ahead. Straight ahead.
Alyssa Supantambosuk,
Congratulations. Keep walking forward.
Fernanda Ocampo Sanchez, Denise Sanchez, Simona Melendovich, Andrea Rosales, Myra Cardenti, Juana Perez Vasquez, Michelle Reyes, Diana Dudere, Daniela Espinoza Felix, Alex Karababergian, Dalia Limon, Janelle Braham, Juan Carlos Garcia, Anthony Martinez, Victoria Reyes, Lisbeth Diaz, Enrique Moya, Kelly Veronica Camacho, Eden Miller, Tamara Friedman, Irene Park. Van Nguyen. Era Mae Duenas. Josh Dana Timbal Cayo. Maria V. Cabrera. Lorena Valdez. Vivian Jimenez. Jerica Marr. Edwin Ocampo. Kaylin Marie Faustinos. Hala Yilma. Ellen Hayami. Angel Villanueva Avila. Elaine Wu. Ava Mori. Victoria Villagomez. Eric Truong. Liliana Ichimayan. Tanaz Rod. Erica Jazbani. Chadrick Dela Cruz. Rafael Faraz. Maggie Yu. Ida Yee. Selenia Lopez. Sune Asayan. Ani Sahakian. Vartan Vartanian. Shant Hakopian. Hui Bui. Jose Valdez. Kenneth Lamar Gibbs Jr. Johnny Muwalam. Jeffrey Alaman. Johnny Liba. Ashfaqul Alam. Christian Valaster. Jay-Z Dominguez. Jessica Cornejo Rios. Catherine Cornejo. Jessica Palayo. Diana Kanijian. Anush Monterosian. Alan Nazarian. Kathy Kalawa. Michael Marquez. Daniel Lopez. Michael Osei-Buama. Victor Cruz. Angel Hernandez. Crystal Bridget Lopez Rodriguez. Eddie Colazo. Edith Kachikian. Zora Bebe Helamandi. Janine Graham. Kathy Nguyen. Leannan Perez. Karen Aguilar. Brianna Scott. Diana Voskanyan. Priyanka Guha. Hani Al-Maliki. Bedros Robert Babikian. Joshua James Monlutak. Padma Shani Jones. Christopher Rogers. Ashley Lewandowski. Brendan Moran. Andrea Lebentos. Valerie Leal. Eilish Brittany Perez. Lydia Del Carmen Guerra. Kimberly Otello. Eric Anderson. Nilufar Kosari. Sam Villamaria. Catherine Earl. Jeffrey Sabangjan Lim. Myra Hernandez. Armin Harapetian. Sherry Yik. Yikshan Yi. Mireya Asmeraldi De Haddad. Carolina Aristasabal. Evelyn Cubias Pino. Araceli Guzman. Amber Hamza Dahar. Esther Andagun. Kalechi Aseti. Christina Bowen. Irene Castillo. Kelly Young. Ahmad Shahosian. Delilah Georgestone. Lauren Ashley Williams. Assurance Tanayi. Sapiti Kazemi, Ashley Rodella, Danielle Orifice, Azucena Segovia, Maria Armas, Burnett Gutierrez, Redris Fuentes, Sosang Yon, Malika Latujni, Tamara Yahaya, Fatab Ikoma, Tatiana Busetti, Jocelyn Tobar, DeRay Tiffany Choi, Ji Yoon Hong, Ani Taverdian, Stephanie Munguia, Noemi Rios Lopez, Sharon Perez, Hendy Avila Gonzalez, Noor Haddad, Ramon Mikhail, Mafti Sawat Aldi, Shant Kazakjian, Elizabeth Ayad, Sandra Garcia, Crystal Marie Edwards, Solange Valdivia, Jeremy Balayut, Jalen Ray Pedrea Alandria, Carissa Rivera Carbajal, Lara Yaranosian, Heather Tigranian, Oscar E. Garcia, Armarani Alvarado, Yeva Pedrosian, Priscilla Galvan, Nathalie Fiel, Courtney Gabriel, Jasmine Montano, Angela Akopian, Anna Tadavosian, Hazmik Kanjian, Anita Nazarian, Ozavana Sepian, Gloria Castro, Perla Mosqueda, Avid Niku, Navane Golalaziz, Nazli Sharbaf Sohar, Adrina Yogobi Mashi, Marine Golian, Suzanne Mendez, Emine Minas Mashihi, Victoria Lauren Velasco, Brianna Lorenas, Adriana Abramian, Gisela Garcia, Brenda Hernandez, Lynn Amber Magruder, Ayat Mendora, Matilda Dahan, Noel Gazar, Mary Rose Haddad, Jessica Kechejian, Ripsame Hershakian, Romina Nazarian, Rita Avetzian, Jasmine Orozco, Roberto E. Gonzalez, Acel Alfaro, Alejandra Valle, Rosalia Sepulveda, Noena Zeneda Ramirez, Jocelyn Gonzalez Islas, Luisa Calderon, Ruby Molina, Charday Young, Julie Anna Flores,
Laura Elena Perez, Marisol Martinez, Emily Alexandra Olguin, Karina Lopez, Ana Ibeth Chinchilla Aguilera, Anthony Villalobos, Albert Miramontes, Christopher Arsos, Christopher Infante, Marissa Roll, Raymart Salvia, Habib Rahman Helmandi, Andrea Gonzalez, Nicole Ann Ballanton, Patricia Bartolome, Carmina de Santiago, Viviana Sanchez, Meiti Moreno Madrigal, Jose Ruiz, Shannon Rice, Monica Paz, Stephanie Seja, Nancy Jaimes, Megan Bersamira. Alexis Louise Rubino. Martin Sebastian Alvarado Borges. Oscar Rivas. Jessica Tejador. Kimberly Esliza. Alejandro Lupercio. Christopher Rojas. Tiffany Huang. Carla Patricia Montaña Alvarez. Amanda Mia Romano. Abigail Santander. Myra Hernandez. Erica Ventura. Delaram Badat. Kathleen Lopez. Christina Danielle Acuros. Salika Segovia. Alan Garcia Rapisura. Christian Daniel Martinez. Kenneth Alexis Juarez. Ryan Lorenzo. Mo Sharenajad. Armias Gezachu. Jalisha Green. Joshua Parsons. Angela Steinmetz-Steer. Marcia Salazar Guerra. Jennifer Marlene Flores. Cynthia Martinez. Vanessa Espinal Vera. Bryant Tamayo. Jackie Chung. Denise Villalobos. Inderdeep Kaur. Katia Avila. Melanie Capatillo. Lilibeth Pineda. Alexandra Barragan. Jacqueline Morales. Luella Gonzalez. Michelle Maldonado. Gustavo Ochoa. Yanni Velasco. Chantel Doncor. Elizabeth Argueta. Ilian Silva Cano. Deborah Chen. Raymond Chung. Noor Altamemi. Natalie Ans. Eddie Castillo. Laura Naranjo. Shella Shirakibia. Jocelyn Lisette Martinez. Stephanie Gonzalez Anaja. Laura Patricia Gomez. Areli Delgado. Julie Dang. Adela Katz. Alejandra Miranda. Kaylin Carragher. Eli Alvarez. Lucy Rodriguez. Tara Najafi. Daniela Lopez. Carlos Ninapatian Henry. Marlene Jaramillo. Rafael Lopez. Andrea Mendoza. Genhiba Baca. Taylor Hamby. Monica Doncor. Miriam Beatriz Orellano. Maricruz Cardenas. Crystal Milanes. Alexandria Noble. Tenbeta Ermias. Rosie Manukian. Edna Bagdasarian. Nixea Gamas. Elia Gonzalez. Sarah Ashley Miller. Yasser Janbi. Ani Nikrorian. Patty Hobanisian. Lynn Tran. Tony Flores. Aida Castillo Gutierrez. Cynthia Hartunian. Fiona Alexander. Sabine Akabayan. Angela Alex Kadafeyan. Alina Danielian Makoyan. Sergio Frausto Jr. Maggie Tran. Gianni Escobar. Peter D. Valadares. Maribel Franco. Kristen Castro. Betsaba Ayala Flores. Carly Ann Lopez. Kaji Betsy Cha. Alexis Quilling. Rohit Diman. Tracy Henderson. Eric Garcia. Denise Marie Clark. Long Ha. Datwin. Priyanka Amani. Brian Nunez. Yulida Svihon. Alexander Ortega. Albert Young. Caitlin Williams. Priscilla Rivera. Nelly Luna. Margarita Calvillo Felix. Jose Calderon Herrera. Jason Omnis. Augusto Barragan. Moises Pablo. Nastaran Anase. Daniel Lema. Mektes Zagamarian. Crystal Castillo. Brianna Toledo. Trisha Ihoneya. Kayla Rose Thomas. Ashley Olamade Ayorende. Daisy Reyes. Alexis Frausto. Genevieve Morales. Stephanie Pina. Gabe Rivera. Mania Khan. Nancy Espinosa. Brenda Benitez. Matiha Zafar. Nadine Banuelos. Alexandria Guzman. Araz Ohanessian. Jasmine Robledo. Brian Vargas. Herman Garcia. Belinda Martinez.
Lauren Addie Gatlis. Jaime Osorio. Diana Kachatrian. Seema Mansoyan. Brittany Macon. Selena Gabriela Tahale. Lauren Gia. Maria Angelina Alvarado. Sol Beck. Shannon Bright. Jade Sola Abadie. Ashley Palafax. Jalik Davis. Maisa Mason. Claudia Davidian. Surly Ratavosian. Chirza Lane A. Tamagos. Joanne Cha. Blair Luis Vives Barles. Linnell Ann Libang. Haiti Lopez. Tiffany Nguyen. And Nicole Evangelista Yang. Mayra Castro Para. Mariana Ortega. Jessica Alcotzi Moreno. Priscilla Alaniz. Maya Williams. Diana Lorenzo. Sha Wu. Kimberly Pichinte. Leandra Dolio. Marjorie Patakian. Jessica Sandoval. Araceli Salcedo. Kenny Grass. Tina Ameni Abiane. And the final card, Roya Barame.
Mr. Stephen Goldman will now officially welcome you into the California State University Northridge Alumni Association.
My fellow Matadors, you are one beautiful class. So on behalf of the CSUN Alumni Association and the nearly 350,000 Matadors, which now include all of you, it's my pleasure to welcome you formally to our great alumni university here. Now each one of you may add the title of alumnus or alumni to your name. We're honored to join with you to celebrate in this great achievement. Today marks the beginning of an enduring relationship with CSUN, and we're encouraged that you stay connected and you to help us realize your dreams and aspirations. In fact, you'll find that there are many Matadors out there, myself included, ready and willing to help you achieve your dreams. And in turn, someday we hope that you will aid the next generation of Matadors to follow in your path. So 2018, congratulations and welcome to the CSUN alumni family.
Thank you, Mr. Goldman. Will all of the baccalaureate degree recipients please rise? In academic tradition, the student who has not yet earned a degree wears the tassel to the right of the mortarboard. When the degree is conferred, the scholar moves the tassel to the left and joins a select company of highly educated men and women. In recognition of your new status, will all recipients of the baccalaureate degree move the tassel to the left? And now I ask all of our graduates to please rise, doctoral, master's, and baccalaureate. And here's my send-off message. Go out into the world, accomplish great things, and come back and tell us about them so we can brag about you. Help the students who come after you understand and appreciate the importance that they can make in the world. To officially close this ceremony, I ask that all of the faculty, staff, and CSUN alumni rise for our university alma mater, Hail to the Matadors, under the musical direction of Matt Harris, the Jazz A Band, and sung by Andrew Crabtree. The alma mater's in the back of your commencement program should you need to follow along, but I assume most of you know all of the words. After the alma mater has concluded, please remain in your seats until the platform party and faculty have recessed. We ask that all parents and guests please remain seated until the end of the recessional, after which time you are welcome to a reception being held in honor of our graduates in the Juniper Hall patio. Again, thank you, congratulations, and once a Matador, always a Matador.